Hello, Mrs. Talkington here. This week in my class we're learning about the festival of Diwali that's celebrated by Hindus. So I'm going to show you how to draw Rama and Sita, who are the two characters in the story that is best linked to Diwali. Let's start with Rama over this side and we'll do Sita next to them. Alright, let's start with Rama's face. Let's do an oval shape. Okay, there's his face. And then on top of his head he has a headpiece. So we're going to join it up together, but almost to leave this little space. There's another shape on top and then a further one on top, and that's a gold headpiece. Okay, what we now do his eyes, so 2 lines down. Do a nose in the middle, let's do a line nose and a smile, and 2 eyebrows, 1, 2, and we're going to do something called a bindi in the middle. And we have his ears at the side and some earrings. So if you can do some loops, bend a line down and curve in, so it just goes behind the head. Okay, right. Now Rama wears a garland to show that he's just been married to Sita. So it's going to be a large garland that covers most of his upper body. It's a wiggly line. Take the wiggly line right round, and I'm going to start at this side as well, and then another line in the middle, because the garland is made of lots and lots of flowers that are threaded together, and they're often white and orange. So I'm just doing a couple of lines to show where the changes of colour happen. Okay, now he doesn't wear any clothes underneath, he's got bare skin on the top, and let's draw the side of his body coming down there where it meets the top of his trousers. Now there's like a belt at the top, so I'm going to draw a straight line across and draw a little square on it, and then you can draw where it ties together. There we go. Now it's the top of a pair of trousers. Now these trousers are baggy at the top and then cross over in between. They're a little bit tricky to draw. So let's draw one side coming in that way, one side coming in that way, and then do a wiggle where it meets the ankle, and a line going up where it crosses over that way. Let's do a wiggly line that way and a line going that way, because they just cross over. So we'll draw some lines here to show that they've been gathered. Okay, and the same on this side, we'll draw a couple of lines to show that they're gathered. Right, and let's go back up and put these arms in. Now we're going to do one arm going behind his back, so we're just going to do a line going out and a line going in, so that will be behind his back, and the other arm is going to be holding Sita's hand. So I'm just going to do 2 lines going out, and I'm going to stop, because then we'll draw Sita's arm in front. Now he's got some jewellery around his neck, so I'm just going to do a couple of lines there. Some bangles on his wrist, so I'll just draw a line going down, a little line going behind to show that it's a circular shape. Now on his back he's got his bow and arrow that he uses to shoot the Monkey King. Now just draw that line going down like that, and then another line. So that's the string of his bow, and this is the wooden part that bends. And on the other side he's got his arrows, which he uses to go in his bow. So I'm going to draw what looks like a square on his back, which is the top of the tube where he keeps his arrows in, and a line up with a triangle shape at the top, 2 lines up for his arrow shape, line down the middle, and then let's do a slightly smaller one so we can do a zigzag, a V shape, 2 lines at the side, join them in and into the arrow. Okay, you can draw as many as you like. I'm just going to draw 2 on there. Okay, right, what else have I forgotten? Have I got everything else? So let's do a couple of lines his belt to show where it's been gathered. Oh, he needs some feet, doesn't he? Now he's got bare feet, so we're going to draw his toes. So we're going to draw a little bit of ankle, because the trousers don't go all the way down to the bottom, and then we're going to draw. Let me just check. Let's draw them feet going slightly out that way and slightly out that way. Now they draw the big toe, 1, and then 4 smaller toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you know where your line joins in. Big toe, 1 big toe on that corner, and 4 little ones, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got bare feet. Now when you come to colour him in, Rama is always shown as being blue to reflect him as an avatar of Vishnu. So when we later come in to colour his skin will be blue, his headdress would be gold, and he's often seen wearing yellow trousers, so we'll do yellow trousers, and the garland will be white and orange flowers. So ready to draw his wife Sita. Now in the story of Diwali, they run off together because evil Ravana is after them, and they go off into the forest to live together. But there's a story where Ravana comes to kidnap her, and Rama has to come and rescue her from Hanuman. But Hanuman agrees to help Rama rescue Sita, because Sita's been taken off to an island of Lanka, and that's where his magic arrow comes in. He uses his magic arrow at the end of the story to kill the evil Ravana. Right, let's get on with Sita and we'll go back to the story. So Sita's got the same face, so we need at the same level. So we need an oval shape for her face, and she has got, now she's wearing a different headdress. It's not a tall headdress. She has a piece of fabric going around her face that ties around like a scarf. So I'm going to draw another shape in there to show it going across the face. I'm going to draw 2 curved shapes to show her hair coming out there, and that's her hair going in there, and her bindi at the top. Right, let's draw her eyes. So her eyebrows, her eyes, her nose, and her smile, because she's happy to be married to Rama. Now let's draw the rest of her headdress coming down the sides here, and then we'll stop because let's put some earrings in. They're important. In some of the stories they show that when she gets kidnapped she drops some of her jewellery on the floor so that Rama can see where she has gone, which is very clever, and she drops some of her bangles, so it's important that we draw them in the picture. Right, let's draw her headdress coming round. And under her face, and the line going up that side where it covers up and joins in the middle. Right, now we're ready to draw her body. Now her arm's going to come over here because she's got holding hands with Rama. And let's draw her body. Now she's wearing a sari, which is a long piece of material that's gathered up and tied around. So there's lots and lots of gathers at his shoulder. And then we'll draw another line going down this side, and her waist about the same. And she has a belt as well. So a line across, make a square in the middle by making 2 lines, and then the bottom of her belt. And then draw some lines on it to show that it's been gathered up. There we go. Right, let's draw lots of bracelets. She has lots and lots of bracelets on her arm. So lots and lots of hoops around her arm. There we go. Right, let's do her other arm coming out the other side. In fact, we could put hers going behind her body, couldn't we? Put some more bangles. There. Okay. Now she has, let's see, there the bottom is. She's got the bottom of her sari. And they're often got lots of gold embroidery on. So they might have some patterns on. You might want to do it plain, but often they have lots and lots of patterns on them to show that they've been highly embellished. There's lots and lots of embroidery on their clothes. And then let's do her feet. Now her feet are bare as well. Let's see if I can get them the same. There's 2 lines down, and then her feet sticking out, going that way and that way. And let's do her toes. So 1 big one and 4 little ones. 1 big one and 4 little ones. And she'd probably have some jewellery on her toes. Look a little bit like flip-flops. Like a gold chain going between her toes. There we go. It does look like she's got flip-flops on, but she'll have bare feet and then the jewels around her. I think, have we done everything on her? Let's just have another double check. I think we just need another line on top of her head. There we go. So there's Rama and Sita, and they're happy because they're coming back home. So after defeating and killing Ravana with his magic arrow, they journey back home. And part of the reason why it's called the Festival of Lights is because when Rama and Sita came back home, everybody put small diva lamps outside their houses to light their way home, to guide them back home. So this is now where people look back and think of the good versus evil, or light over dark, so the triumph over good and evil. And Hindus will celebrate Diwali every year in the autumn time by doing this. You may see small diva lamps in the windows of houses near you, or you may know some families who are celebrating. So you'll perhaps understand what all these lights everywhere are for. And they might also have some fireworks as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed drawing Rama and Sita, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye bye.